Okay, Jason. While waiting for the others to enter, I think you can decide by yourself lah who's gonna be the buyer and the seller lor. Okay tak?
Oh, okay, sure.
So once all other, then you straight away can start already.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Jason, please proceed. All of you here already, right? Hello, Jason, are you there? Cing, apa yang error? Technical error. Okay, can someone else do it? Because I believe that all of you have the thing also, right? The picture of the prototype. So, and everybody has the access to Jamboard. Please, any of you lah, just paste it on the Jamboard and you can start the day.
Sir, are you there by any chance?
This function you're saying?
Right now we are supposed to discuss about the usage of the
It's not a
design.
discussion. It's actually a testing stage where what I told Jason is to break the team into two. So what I'm looking here, maybe you and Jason can be the seller because you guys know better on the product or services, the system. And the other three will be the buyer, where they will actually ask questions later on. So I need you guys to. I saw you guys put the picture on the Jamboard day. So what you need to do now is the seller have to give an explanation, a brief explanation on the system, like how it gonna works, all right, or how you're gonna settle the problem. Then later on, the three of them will ask question and give feedback, and you guys have to answer.
Oh, okay.
All right. And everything will be on Jamboard and this Google Meet lah. So if say that they want to ask question based typing, they can do so, but do a mix lah. Make sure there's verbal and also non-verbal questions lah.
Jason, you ready or not?
Hello, guys. Anything? Why there's nothing here? There's nobody showing anything. If Jason having technical problem, like I say, please somebody else present the thing. Uh, use Jamboard. Use Jamboard. Please don't come out another Google Docs. Everything is recorded so that everything is in one place. How can you ask question in other document when your prototype is in Jamboard? Doesn't make sense, right? So do leave space for you to put the question there also. All right. So like I say, I encourage you guys to do a mix Q&A. All right. You can put in the Jamboard the question and also verbally. Okay. So while Panchuan or Jason present the entire system, explain to you. So the other three have to prepare question to be asked. Okay. You have roughly half an hour. You better be quick.
Sorry, sir. Do we have to do any introduction to the product?
I think I clearly posted in the chat box the steps what you need to do.
Sorry, I didn't read it. Sorry.
Yeah. So of course you have to do the explanation first, then only followed by the buyer asking question.
Right, got it. Are you guys ready? Just type in the chat box now.
Okay.
Okay, Jason, you do the introduction, I do the introduction.
Introduction. Okay. Okay.
You do it. Do you want to do it or I do it?
Also can introduction. Just introduce the thing only. Right?
The purpose of our product.
Oh, okay. Yo. Alamak. Okay. Oh, I think the introduction you have me do.
Oh, never mind, I do it lah.
I think you have me. The photo can see clearly or not? I think I... Okay.
Never mind, I'll do it. I'll do it. Hey, Jason, never mind. You handle Q&A and do the introduction lah.
The problem is the one only you type in there, right?
What type one?
About the problem.
Huh?
Sorry, not problem. Sorry, the question. The question is the one you type in the docs one.
No.
Not this one. Okay.
I think Panshu, you just proceed by explaining. Then the others just ask the question in Jamboard. That's all. There's no Google Docs, nothing. Ask the question in Jamboard itself. Settle. Okay. Cut it short that way.
Need to on camera or not?
Don't need.
On the need. Okay.
So basically our product, because nowadays all students are stuck at home due to the pandemic outbreak, the coronavirus. So most of the students are stuck at home learning their academics through the online methods, which is either through Google Meet or maybe any other services provided. So the problem that we thought of is because students are sitting in front of their computer, their desk, looking at the screen without any interactions with their lecturers other than commenting in the chat box. That's the only interactions they have. Or they turn on their webcam to interact with the lecturers. But there is one difference, which is our products is based on virtual reality or maybe AR, VR or AR, whichever you call. Artificial virtual. And the difference between AR, VR, and also the regular online classes, the difference between them is one of it, you can interact with the lecturers, which is some experience of face-to-face. And with the online learning, you can't interact face-to-face with the lecturers. Those are the main difference. So based on the photo, Based on the photo, as you can see, the first photo on the top left, you can see that's the main interaction where the lecturer can share the code to their own classroom in virtual reality, and students will enter the classroom from there. And on the first, shit. On the first photo, on the third or first from the right, you can see that's how the students or lecturer will wear a VR headset, and inside the VR headset will contain a smartphone. Or if they are rich enough, they can go for the premium VR headset, which is slightly expensive, but the experience on that VR headset is much better compared to a regular VR headset that uses a phone as its function. So from the photo in the top photo, the fourth one on the right side, you can see that's what the student sees from their perspective. They can enter the library's environment, although they are at home in their own room, sitting on a chair. So students get to interact basically whatever is provided inside the VR environment. And from the lecturer's perspective, on the second photo, the bottom left, you can see lecturers can create the environment they want to or want the students to experience by having these options. They can create their own items, their own locations, any locations, as long as it's provided inside the Google Maps. Or custom textures. Custom textures, there's no limits to it. We have the 3D open source, where it allows lecturers to create their own textures and insert it into the VR engine. The fourth one will be the basic one. Lecturers can set the time of the day, the duration of the VR environment. And also the fifth one, it's a template link. Based on what the template link does, is that the template link links to any created templates on the internet or based on what other lecturers or anyone created, and they can upload it into the cloud service provided by us, and those ones who use it can download the textures and link it towards the template link. So on the third photo, based on the bottom right, you can see those are the few options we've created and provided readily for the lecturers to use. Lecturers can use the classroom, library, sandbox, or their own custom environment, which is the left photo you can see. As for host environment, this is slightly interesting because host environment requires a VR camera, which either the phone can replace the VR camera or the VR headset should have a camera in front of it, because this host environment uses the camera to see the host surrounding, and it displays through the student's VR headset. As for Steam VR, this is a rather interesting one, because if lecturers do want to use some VR, maybe display some VR games, lecturers can link it to their Steam accounts. So that's the introduction.
Okay.
You can start asking questions if you have any.
Okay.
Hello, everybody.
Yes, yes.
How can I make my class interesting?
Okay. Okay. By incorporate with ministry into your lessons, and also don't repeat classroom material. Create and also maybe you can also create some classroom games for your students to sorry for your student to have choices to choose. Okay, and also use technology, and don't take and the most important is don't take the teaching so seriously. Like this will make your lessons more interactive. And last is make sure it must relate materials to your student lives.
Oh, okay.
Let me recorrect the statement. Based on the options we give you, there's no limits to whatever sorts of teachings you want to have. So basically, it's users' creativity, and from there, lecturers can create an environment that suits their students' learning. Let's say you're teaching mechanics, so you can use our VR environment to create an environment that relates to mechanical teachings, so it makes the teaching process much interesting for the student to learn, hence reducing the boringness.
Oh, okay, okay. I understand. Thank you, thank you.
Next question.
Sorry, I have a question. When using VR device, will getting any effect on the human body?
Okay. Give me. Okay. When you're using VR, actually, sure, okay, we'll have health risk and the health risk towards your body. But actually, it's still okay. Not the health risk is not so okay. But make sure don't wear too long. Like you don't straight away wear about 2 hours without resting your eyes, or maybe you wear about the whole day without resting. If like this, you will have maybe eye strain and also nausea and anxiety. This is due to just now as what I said. You didn't let your eyes have enough rest, and you keep on seeing on the maybe smartphone. Yeah, maybe on the smartphone. So make sh- make sure make sure you rest. So your eyes must rest well. So actually, at last is the conclusion is VI is actually don't have a big and also serious effects on the human body. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Next.
Sorry, I have another question. Can I ask? Will using VR transfer as a successful training tool for partake at university?
Oh yes, because information gathering and request of live dot that can be reconciled, sample and check ratio calculate, and also road and repetitive. Another is like we can develop tests, and also maybe we can does a control show, and also
Mr. Tiu, can you repeat your question? I'm sorry, I didn't get it.
Sorry. Well, using VR Transfer as a successful training tool for audit practice at university.
Well, like I said, there's no limit based on users' creativity to our VR service. We provide a platform for them to create whatever is in their mind to suit the way the student studies. And this learning experience may vary based on users' experience. And in order to counter that, we provide learning classes to learn how our system goes, how our VR provides the learning experience towards others so that they can create their optimum learning experience for the students to learn. So this question the experience may vary based on the user's experience.
Okay, thank you.
next.
Wait, yeah. How large will the virtual and augmented really consumer markets get?
Okay. For this, it's difficult to pin down the current market size of virtual reality and augmented reality today. So let alone know what will happen to those markets in the future, and market size is also very difficult to determine for many reasons, yeah, including lack of ability of precise market analytics, various form factor executions, and market fragmentation. So, however, we can look at some products and also maybe technologies to help with some rough estimates. Okay. For a VR, now is the perfect time to take stock of the direction the market are headed. The first generation of device has ample amount of time in consumer hands. A number of second generation VR device are becoming available. More details will also have emerged around manufacturers' plans for the future, and also how they are adjusting to where the market seems to be headed. All of this should add up to informative years for VR. Manufacturers appear to planning for a sharp uptick in VR headset sales, and also with sales likely concentrated around the mid-range headsets. Okay, the sales of this second generation device should help predict the size of consumer base for virtual reality, and they may or may not be a massive explosion for virtual reality adoption, but most hopefully that a steady increase over time in the quality of headsets and experiences should bolster the market. Next was augmented reality. Augmented reality will likely not see much of a consumer jump for a few years outside of education within mobile devices. Most augmented reality devices are targeted toward enterprise businesses instead of consumers. If your dream was to sell 1 billion set based on augmented reality app in the next few years, you are likely to be disappointed. But fear not. What headset-based AR will lack in market size, it will make up for in enterprise-level executions. There will likely be a large influx of companies looking to utilize augmented reality within the next few years. Okay, thanks.
Sorry, Jason. Basically, what our VR headsets will cost it because our market is rather niche, and we are targeting for the students, so we are pricing it around the price range of 300 to 700 based on the specs and the premium of the product. So, sorry, I should add on. Our product is only in the basic needs for the students. It doesn't cover all the advanced features like what the other premium VR headset provides. So, what the user equipments, given the experience, everything may vary.
Okay.
Is he finished? I got one question.
Oh, sure.
What are the benefits of virtual learning? How about the benefits of virtual learning?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
What are the benefits of virtual learning?
Right, the benefits of virtual reality. Like I said, virtual reality is to reduce the boringness of students studying in class, or maybe, I'm sorry, either on the online learning experience or maybe in class. Well, this is because virtual reality includes movement where students are mostly seated during in-class or during online class. So this increases their interactions between the lecturers and students. Other than that, what are the benefits of virtual learning? Well, virtual learning, you can provide a rather hands-on learning experience so students understand what are the mechanism or maybe what are the science behind all those functions, and yeah, this increases interaction, plus increasing what the students absorbs in the given time.
Okay, I get it. Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay, any question?
There is some questions on the Jamboard.
Yeah.
It says that if the user is having difficulty in creating their own virtual scenario, where can they get help? Well, we have two solutions to this. Three to be specific. One, they can go through our training classes to learn what are the functions of this virtual reality service, sorry. And two, they can use user template where user creates their own template and uploads onto the internet, where all these newcomers can maybe download the template and use it for basics, as for learning stepping stone or something like that. Three, how the users should get help. Well, three is the most basic one. We have created a few basic templates, as you can see on the third photo, the bottom right photo. You can see there are a few templates over there we have created for the users to use. So these are the three solutions I can provide for users who not quite understand how to use. For the first questions of how to make sure the users understand how to use it, well, it's rather related to the second solution I've mentioned just now, so it's roughly the same.
Okay. Any questions? Any more questions? Okay.
Sorry, I think that's all for our buyer question.
Okay. Sir. Sir, where are you? Okay. Question. Anything you all think should be added?
Okay, because VR is still a virtual experience, it might look a bit fake. So how will you increase the realism? Well, based on the VR virtual reality experience we have right now, is a bit limited due to hardware factors. So we considered countering it with creating a cloud PC. It's a internet service computing where users connect to the cloud computing we provide, and users are able to use the performance of the cloud computing we provide to increase the realism.
Okay. All right. So far, so good. Okay. So this will be your testing stage. Just let me stop recording first.